Hello and welcome back everybody to F123 My Team Career Mode Season 2. This is episode number 5 as we're going to be heading to the Monaco Grand Prix. Now, before we start this video, let's just say the racing bits are not that really I guess engaging or interesting in any way. As obviously it's Monaco, there's basically very low chances of any overtaking happening other than qualifying as high as you possibly can. And yeah, that basically is all I have to say. The goal for this is to basically just get our car tuned up for the second half of this season, get good upgrades for the car to help propel us to the front once again. No, not really to the front, more like the best of the midfield, so like top 4 finish by the end of the season. That's definitely the goal for us, as we are working our way back from being a backmarker team at the beginning of the season. Also, Yuki Tsunoda hasn't scored points till now. He hasn't scored points till now, and hopefully he does start performing well with us on the team, as we are now in qualifying for the Monaco Grand Prix. This, how should I say this? Monaco was like my scariest track in terms of driving it, because I knew I would be making a lot of mistakes. So beforehand, I loaded up time trials and I just sat there for hours practicing the Monaco circuit, and it definitely shows when I'm going on these qualifying runs, like how much I overcame that fear of hitting the walls. As Ocon over there exiting the pits, almost crashing into him as we were ending our first run and our only run in Q1, safe for P10, while our teammate Yuki Tsunoda is knocked out of qualifying. Such a tight margin, to be fair, between the top 10 of only 6/10. So this could be very close between all the drivers when all said and done. And right now Q2, I believe this is going to be a used tire set. I like doing this thing where I try to minimize the amount of used tires in Q1. If I don't have to go on a second run, or if I believe I don't have to go on a second run, then I just save the second set for Q2 to maximize our chances of making it into the next session. So our first run in Q1, a huge snap of oversteer over there, as we are gonna now head onto the start finish straight, and we're gonna set a lap time good for 10th for now. And as we go to our second run, we are down to the bottom of the leaderboards, and a good lap here is required for us, or needed from us, to make it into Q3 and hopefully secure points. Because let's be honest again, overtaking, other than it being like strategy, a proper strategy call, safety car, or anything of that nature, is the only way you can make proper overtakes. Maybe if you're lucky, and overtake into Saint-Devote, but other than that, nothing really, as we gained up to a second exiting the tunnel and into the Nouvelle Chicane, into the swimming pool section, now a purple middle sector. And again, PS4 issues causing some footage to cut, but almost 2 seconds gained, helping us into Q3, and we actually managed to go into 4th place in Q2. Hopefully that's where I start in the race, because that's gonna mean that we have like I would say that for us is maximum points, because winning the Monaco Grand Prix will be very hard, as we have a
Okay, some information.
fault
We've
in the
lost oil
lubrication
pressure.
system.
Looks like a leak somewhere in the system. We'll stand
And
by for the time being until we can patch it up, I'm afraid.
yeah, that. Thank you, Mark. Yeah. Anyway, after that fault has been fixed, we are now out in Q3. Again, like, I don't know if this is a used set or a new set, because of how tricky I am with myself when I go on a specific set of tires. I don't know if this is used or not, but we will be able to tell by the quali time. If we stay in the bottom half, then there's a good chance that this is a used set, as we have a decent middle sector here, 54.6, and into Schumacher corner. That's what I like to call it, because he just shunts his car into the barriers. And again, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, it just cuts randomly. But yeah, we were definitely on a used set on that previous run, meaning our only chances now is to make the best of this new set of softs on our final run in qualifying to set the grid for the Sunday race. We are very far ahead. We were the first car to come out of the the last car, because I believe all those drivers have already completed a lap. We were the last car to go out, meaning everyone's waiting on us to cross the line and set a lap time, so we know the order of the grid, and that probably could have cost us a little bit of time there, probably a position or two, as through the swimming pool section we go into turn 16 now, and now into the final two corners. We tap the wall there, losing our front wing, but to the line now with DRS. We lost time on the exit over there, and we are gonna be starting the race in 8th. Wait, 8th. I thought it was 6th place. 8th place is not bad. Yeah, 8th place is not that really, not that bad at all, if I'm being honest. So a good chance at points. We could possibly get help from penalties from other drivers. We have 3 Brits in the top 3, as right now we're just using our resource points. We had like over 3,000, and yeah.
Formula One returns to Monte Carlo once again today, home to the world-famous Monte Carlo casino that first opened in 1863. And of course, a certain road race first held in 1929. There's no greater an occasion, no more valuable a win than the Monaco Grand Prix. We're on the French Riviera once more this weekend at the 2-mile-long Circuit de Monaco. The cars will climb around 40 metres up the hill, past the casino, and then descend towards the harbour through Sector 2. It's a very short run from pole position to the first of 19 corners, and don't expect to see much overtaking here today. Up for today's race. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And starting next to them is George Russell. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Bottas, Sainz, Perez, the owner driver, Oscar Piastri, Ocon, Gasly, Hamilton, Verstappen, Fernando Alonso, Albon, Stroll, Magnussen, Hauger, Sonoda, De Vries, Joe, Sargent, and Théo Pourchaire. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Okay, we've got that relief of having points on the board finally, so let's keep that form up and get another top 10 finish today, please.
Alright, so if I'm not wrong, a hard to medium strategy for the race. So I mean, I don't know what I was expecting when I was selecting that strategy. We managed to bring ourselves up to P7, and as there were there was a driver with the engine penalty. I didn't pay enough attention to the grid formation to know who that driver was, but regardless, we managed to. We're gonna start from P7 on the grid, and a good start over here is gonna be crucial. So like Perez, we could probably get a good jump on him down the inside of turn 1, as we're gonna face our car towards that gap. And I just realized that Valtteri Bottas is in 4th place. That's actually impressive. But then again, it is Monaco. Anything can happen. As we're going to get ready to go racing once again. As soon as these cars finish their formation lap. And here we go for the Monaco Grand Prix. It's 5 red lights. Lando Norris from pole position. It's lights out and away we go. Lando gets a very good start as he is already very far up ahead. Leclerc is side by side with George Russell as okay, there we go. Hamilton was the driver with the engine penalties. He's dropped down to P13 if I'm not wrong, as he was in 3rd, so that's his first engine penalty. 10th place. Yeah, that makes sense. And yeah, we got the jump on Perez on the at the start, propelling us to 6th place, which is very good. And basically, that's all the overtaking in this video. I'm just gonna give it to you plain and simple. You can click away right now. I'm just joking. Please watch till the end. I beg you. Like and subscribe. But yeah, what's nice about Monaco is it's just satisfying to watch. Like the cars just going in and out of corners, very close to the walls. Swimming pool section is very beautiful also, as we get very close to the barriers as well to maximize our lap times as drivers. I'm not gonna call myself a Formula 1 driver. That's too unrealistic. Let's say drivers, because this is a simulation. This is racing against AI, and it's not even the best AI that the game could provide. This is up to my skill level. I believe I set the difficulty to like around 85 to 90, depending on what race or depending on my mood, really. It's always at like 85. Like I even set that same difficulty in F1 24. Speaking of F1 24, we already finished, I don't know, 5 races by the time I'm recording this. So hopefully by the time this series is completed, you know, season 2, we're done with everything, final race, then we can finally begin with F1 24, and things may, yeah, I guess you could say it's very exciting. I had a very nice race today. I just completed the 5th race of the season today. I won't say anything about the season or what races are on the calendar. They're going to be very similar to the first season, just with a few additions of some old circuits from the lost days before COVID time. And yeah, we're lap 13. I didn't even notice that. But yeah, Perez into the pits, lap 13. Probably gonna try an undercut, as the undercut is very strong over here in Monaco, especially if you get a very, very amazing outlap. But yeah, we're gonna continue on our way in P6 with Piastri around 8 tenths behind us. We're just gonna have to keep it nice and simple, as we are in our pit window. If you look at the speed indicator down at the bottom of your screens, you see that tool handle thing, it's glowing blue, means time to pit. So yeah, we are in the pits now, a lap after Perez. And Perez, if you looked at the mini map, he is in going around. There you go, you can see him. I don't know if that was Verstappen or Perez, but both of them are very close to one another. So yeah, they were going around the swimming pool section, and a good pit stop from the crew puts us behind Perez. So like I said, the underscore, the undercut is very powerful here, as Hamilton also gets a good jump on us. in the pits, and he is now in the point from P13. So like you see, this is what I meant at the beginning of video when I said like strategy is gonna play a huge role in this race, as Hamilton manages to jump us in the pit stops. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this race, as we skip straight to the final lap, lap 27. Norris, Russell and Leclerc making up the top three. Bottas in fourth place, Sainz in fifth, Verstappen, Perez 6th and 7th, Hamilton ahead of us in 8th, and we are in 9th with Gasly behind us, rounding up the top 10, as Norris now in the tunnel with Russell not that close. I mean, not that there's any overtaking opportunities anyway, so it was pretty much a guaranteed win for Lando Norris as soon as he claimed pole position on Saturday, as through the swimming pool section he goes and in through turn 16, round the final 2 corners and on to the pit straight. Lando Norris from pole position wins the Monaco Grand Prix with George Russell in 2nd place, and Charles Leclerc a bit behind those two comes home to take 3rd place. Again, not that interesting of a race, but I promise you, shit gets good, man. This is just the beginning of our comeback in this season. Yeah, I'm really excited to show you what's coming up next in the remainder of this 10 race season.
McLaren have pulled it off. They've won in spectacular fashion here today. Well, Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today, but what set them apart from the rest?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be McLaren picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for that fantastic performance. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. George Russell takes the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Well, after an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
I think for driver of the day, I'd probably pick Lando Norris. He lived up to every inch of his reputation today, and I think he'll be going home, quite rightly, a bit proud of himself.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. It was a tough race for our championship leaders, who lose ground at the top of the table. Another team that will be satisfied with this Grand Prix is Alfa Romeo, whose good result moves them further up the championship. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video till the end. Please leave a like and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I put out all my updates there for my next uploads. And if you haven't watched the previous videos or any of my other videos for that matter, then please go check those videos out, and have a nice day.